Oh god, it's Jonas. Eyeglasses. Oh, a note from Dad. I'll take all this stuff. Thanks, Jonas. Alright, now gotta pick a lock for the very first time here. Oop, 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 careful. And perfect. I'll explain that in more detail later. I think he's actually following me in here, which sucks. Let's break into his computer. That's what we need. Alright, yeah, protect the terminals. You have to use your science skill to hack them. All the ones in the beginning here are really easy, so anybody can hack it. But basically, you gotta figure out which of the words hidden in here is the password, and it's not bad. So this is really strange, because if you actually do this in canon, you get a note that says that the password is Amada. And I'm not sure how I missed that. Usually you can scare it out of the guy. Ooh, 4 out of 5 for least. That means it's a very similar word. Okay, where's a similar word to... Oh, it's beast. Okay. There we go. That's pretty easy. Get 20 experience points! And it goes through this logon, password, phase. Alright, so there's all kinds of information in this computer here that explains a lot of the game. Security dossiers. You can read about the various characters here, and none of it's too exciting. So I'm just going to sort of scroll. I'm just going to open each one up. Just long enough that I like an absent-minded, sexually repressed sycophant. So you can get a look at each of them. Although I don't want to spend time in the video reading them, I'm going to let each of them come up on screen so you can pause the video and read it if you really like to. Alright, so that's security. Scouting reports, and these are interesting. As our test suggested, the immediate vicinity of the vault is no longer dangerously irradiated, although the background level of radiation is still above safe levels. Pockets of more intense radiation appear to be more common, and all surface water appears to be undrinkable. We'll also need to carry ample supplies of Rad-X with us on future surveys. They've been leaving the vault? Hazard suits do not seem necessary for general exploration. Our old maps are useless. The town of Springvale is an abandoned ruin, and all pre-war roads have disappeared or are no longer passable. We encountered a group of monstrous ants which appear to confirm Mackay's theories of mutation due to extended exposure to radiation. We drove off the ants with gunfire and collected several specimens for study upon return to the vault. The good news is that human civilization still survives, despite everything. We discovered a settlement known as Megaton, whose inhabitants, although somewhat wary at first, soon welcomed us into their town. We spent a good deal of time in Megaton and learned a great deal about the Capital Wasteland, as the area around Washington, D.C. is now called. Megaton is a fortified outpost of civilization of sorts, but it seems the giant ants are the least of the dangers of this new world. We agreed that it was prudent to return to the vault immediately to revise our plans in light of what we learned. And Palmer, survey team leader. Wow. Exhibit A. Giant ant. Jesus. And that is the town of Megaton. Entrance. Alright, Vault-Tec instructions. What is this? Huh. A letter from Dr. Stanislaus Brown. If you're reading this, the emergency vault internment procedures have been initiated for you and your control group, and have been sealed in your vault. Congratulations! You are now a vital part of the most ambitious program ever taken by Vault-Tec. If you have not yet read our sealed orders, do so now. They will outline the experimental protocols assigned to your control group. Please remember that deviation from these protocols in any way will jeopardize the success of the program and may be considered grounds for termination. Your vault may or may not have been selected to receive a GEC module. Please see Attachment A for details. Dr. Stanislaus Braun. What's Attachment A say? Vault 101 will not receive a GEC module and should operate under the guidelines laid forth from the Overseal's sealed orders. What's the GEC? It's quite simply the most advanced piece of technology ever developed by Vault-Tec. A terraforming module capable of creating life from complete lifelessness. After riding out the storm of nuclear Armageddon in a Vault-Tec patented vault, residents can then activate the GEC and create a new earthen paradise. Wow. Alright, open the tunnel. It's time for us to leave. Now we know a little bit more about the outside, at least. The Overseer's on his way in, so we better hurry. You can see him, he's trying to break into the door. If you hit the switch, you can close it behind you. Ooh, wow. There's really no going back now, is there? Let's get out of here. Hello. Criminy, more roaches! And we open the door to the entrance of Vault 101. Where the heck are we now? There's no exit. What is this? Oh, jeez. Jeez, there's a false wall behind the exit room. Oh, man. That must be the door out of the vault. That's gotta be. Here's the control.
Keep this door open now.
Oh boy, they're coming in. They're trying to get rid of me. Oh, jeez, that's loud. Really grating, too. Wow. Amada, you're here.
You did it! You opened the door! My God, I almost didn't believe it was possible.
Well, I couldn't have done it without your help. Yeah.
No, you didn't need me. If anyone can survive out there, it's you.
Why don't you come with me, Amada?
It's tempting, but my place is here. The vault needs me more than you do. I'm the only one who has a chance to talk some sense into my father.
Yeah.
Listen, if you do catch up with your dad, tell him I'm sorry for you know, Jonas and my father and everything. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye, my friend.
Gotcha.
Oh, jeez. They're coming after me now. I'm getting out of here. Yo, jeez, they're shooting at me. Screw you guys. I don't want to live in the vault with you. Punks. Oh god, the door's closing. Yeah, oh, okay. I guess that's it. There's really no going back now. There's no way we can get in. What is this? Signs here. Help us. Let us in, motherfuckers! Oh boy. We're dying! Oh god, there's skeletons here. Jeez. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this LP is gonna have lots of cursing in it, just because the game has cursing in it, so I don't feel like I'm making it any worse. Oof. There's a camera up there. Well, I guess we're stuck out here for good now. Door to the Capital Wasteland. And this is the point where the window pops up that says, "Was there anything about your childhood that you'd like to change?" It's like, okay, so here's your chance to fix things. I don't know if I actually want to be Poncho for this LP, I guess. I don't know. That's fine now. Edit race. Yeah, that's fine the way it is. Edit special. I think that the way I have these is good. I'll go ahead and explain what these points are actually for. Strength affects your carrying capacity and how effective you are with melee weapons. Perception affects lockpicks, energy weapons, and explosives, and determines how far away you can detect enemies. So, not the most useful skills for me in this game. Endurance, on the other hand, gives you bonuses to your health and your environmental resistances. So if you want to, and I might actually want to take a point out of endurance to put into agility, because I don't use big guns or unarmed, and the environmental resistances aren't that great because there's lots of items to fix it for you, even if you're not resistant. So really, endurance for me is just for the health bonus, and 7 is enough. 7 is enough that I won't be dying all the time. Charisma at 5 is alright. Having a high charisma, it helps you barter and use your speech skill, which can really get you around some tough situations. There are times when it is the best solution. Intelligence affects your science and repair and medicine skills. 3 very useful skills. And the more intelligence you have, the more skill points you get when you level up. And that's very important for getting your skills up, because they're really what determine how effective you are in the wasteland. And agility is small guns and sneak, both of which are good, and a number of action points in VAT. So that's why I always have agility and intelligence quite high. It makes a very powerful character for me. Now let's see, what... Is this how we want it to be? Right now the only thing I would change is I'd take 1 out of agility and put it in charisma, like this. Because this for me would be a great character to play. This would be a really fun character. I'm not sure if I want to have 6 charisma or 9 agility. That's the choice here. I think I'm going to go with the 9 agility, because sometimes those action points you really could use them. Oh, and don't put any stats on 10 when you're doing this character building, because there are ways to up your stats later, and if you have them at 10 already, you can't up them. So always have your stats at 9 or lower when you're starting. Alright, tag skills. We did lockpick, repair, and small guns. Because lockpick and repair, like I said, once you're above 25 in lockpick, you can pick easy locks. So that's a big stepping stone to getting into more containers and doors. Repair, just you need to get repair high, and small guns for doing damage, of course, so that makes sense. So that is everything. And it is time for us to exit Vault 101. Oh god, it's bright out here too!
You've got a bright future ahead of you, son. I'm sure of it.
Man, he's good. Wow. Jeez, look at that. Is that the Capitol building way over there? And the Washington Monument. Wow. Ooh, I dinged! Oh! Welcome to level 2! So, let's go over the skills real fast, huh? Barter. You can buy things for less, and you can sell things for more. And sometimes you can get a speech check that's based on your barter. So you can convince people to sell you things for a lot less, or if it's like a quest-related sale. Big guns. Obviously, missile launchers, miniguns, flamers. I don't use either of those. Energy weapons. Not in this LP. Well, the energy weapons are a late game. Well, you see, there's this one little caveat to the energy weapons thing. And really, I could have gone for like a full energy weapons character and had a blast with it. But for me, energy weapons is an end game skill. Because in the vanilla version of this game, they are very rare and the ammo is hard to find. And so they're really only practical when you can afford to buy the ammo and guns that you need to repair. So that's end game. But there's an expansion pack that I do have and we will be doing that gets you, that you can use to get them at like level 2 if you want. I'm not going to be playing the game that way. So for me, they're going to be the end game skill, one way or the other. Explosives, it helps you disarm mines, that increases damage of grenades, etc., etc. Lockpicking, like I say, open up containers and things. Have to be able to sneak when you're doing that, so it's kind of tied to the sneak skill. Medicine, yeah, how many hit points you can replenish with a stim pack, which is your healing item in this game, and how effective your Rad X, which increases your radiation resistance, and Rad Away, which heals radiation poisoning. That's how effective they are, affected by medicine. Melee weapons is pretty clear, I think. Repair allows you to basically, as you use items in the game, they lose durability, and you need to use another copy of that item sort of as spare parts to fix it and increase its durability, and that is affected by your repair skill. That's what determines how well you can do that. And also what max durability you can repair things to. Science is used to hack computer terminals, and you can also use it as a speech check occasionally. A lot of these actually can be speech checks occasionally. Small guns, of course, is relative to use the common pistols, rifles, shotguns kind of guns. Sneak skill allows you to pick people's pockets, sneak around without being seen, get critical hits when you're undetected, and it also really helps you with your lockpicking because if you're lockpicking when you're not sneaking and you're detected, it's a crime. So sneaking helps with that. Speech governs how much you can do something with dialogue. Gain information to gain access to information they might otherwise not want to share. Yeah, and whatever. Okay, so let's see. 19 skill points. What do I want to do with all these? Oh boy. So getting your speech higher early in the game can be really helpful because it's sort of, it gives you a leg up on people. Let's see. Putting my science at 25 allows me to hack terminals that are easy difficulty. Same reason I want my lockpick above 25. Let's see. 3 more points. There's some things that I don't ever put. Oh, did I ever go over? Did I actually go over hand to hand? I don't know if I did. It's exactly what it sounds like. And so is speech. These early levels are always the trickiest for me because I have to decide what I want to put the points into that's going to be most useful early on. There's some skills like medicine and repair that can benefit from 1 point, whereas other skills like lockpick, I wouldn't put these 3 points in the lockpick because it's not going to make me any better at lockpicking at this point, not noticeably, because I won't be able to open medium difficulty locks until 50 skill in lockpick. So if I can't get to 50 reasonably soon, there's no point in putting points in it right now. At least not so few as 3. So science 25, speech 25. I guess I could just put the rest in speech. That's fine for me. Where my small guns is right now, it will be effective. Okay, so now we have perks. These give you it's a sort of double bonuses. Some of this is stolen from the perks notion is sort of stolen from the old D&D sort of way games are done. And all these RPGs have been stealing things from each other, and ultimately from D&D. That's where it all came from in the beginning, or at least almost all of it. So anyway, here, dear old Dad, you've devoted your time to intellectual pursuits. This is just a bonus to your science and medicine. Gun Nut is a bonus to small guns and repair. Little Leaguer is for a bonus to melee and explosives. Thief is bonus to sneak and lockpick. So you can see you can get your skills up using your perks. Now here's one that really divides people, I've found. People who played the game a lot and people who haven't played it a lot have totally different views on this one. You see, with the Swift Learner perk, you get bonus experience whenever you get experience points, 10%, and you can take it 3 times. That's what the ranks 3 means there. You can take that perk 3 times, and it compounds. Well, it doesn't compound, it just adds another 10% from the original. So if you say you got 100 experience points, if you had this perk, with all 3 ranks, you'd get 130 instead. If you got 1,000, you'd get 1,300. So you can get a lot of bonus experience this way throughout the game. 10% more, 30% more if you have all 3 through the whole game. It adds up really fast, especially near at the end when you're getting a lot of experience for big quests finishing. But the thing is, you can get to max level without having this perk. And knowing that means that you don't need this perk to get there, so it's kind of a waste. It's a waste of a good perk. So instead, I am going to take Lady Killer. In combat, you do 10 plus damage against female opponents. You'll also get unique dialogue options when dealing with the opposite sex. It's sort of the misogynist perk. Intense Training, this is one way to increase your special attributes. You can take this up to 10 times throughout the game. I don't ever use this perk because I don't need my skills. Your attributes aren't that important. It's really your skills that matter. And so, if you have good intelligence and agility, this special Intense Training isn't really not very useful to me. Let's see. Is that all there was here? Yeah, so we're going to take Lady Killer to get 10% damage against females, which there aren't too many of them in the game, so honestly you'd be better off playing a woman and taking the Black Widow perk, which gives you 10% bonus against men. Alright, and that is level 2. Wow. Whew, I feel like we've done so much already, and we've only just left the vault. Alright, I guess things are kind of getting explained. Oh boy, nope, more to explain. Point Lookout. Yes. This is the point where I have to explain that I have every expansion pack and DLC, well not every DLC, but the 5 big ones, I have them all installed on this system, so they're all going to be popping up in a line here. Into the Pit. Yes, they're all appearing one after the other. They're just going to keep popping up as we go down this road. Whee! This place is a mess. Broken Steel has been loaded. Mothership Jada. There's 4 out of 5. What's the 5th one? Is it going to pop up right away? I forget which one's missing. Is that all? This must be the town of Springvale that the Vault computer mentioned. Yep, I was right. Yeah, a new radio broadcast has been heard across the wasteland. It sounds like a distress call. Okay. Aiding the outcast. Okay, that's the last one. Alright, I'd forgotten about that. What the heck is this thing flying at? Dude, whoa.
John Henry E. Straight to your heart. A good leader can't get too far ahead of his followers.
Huh. What the heck that? Hey, whoa, what's this? Megaton, this way. I see blinking back there. What is this? Nuka-Cola! It's a Nuka-Cola machine! Okay, let's look at our stuff here. So we're actually still wearing our jumpsuit. Might be better to go into the security armor. Yeah. Get tough. Put on some glasses. Wear the helmet for now. Not a big deal to me at this point. We're not going to be fighting anything too dangerous right now, so it's no biggie. It's no big thing. Let's see. So you have all kinds of different things here. Note from Dad. Oh yeah, I've almost forgotten we got this off of Jonas. I guess now's the time to listen to it.
Hold on, Jonas. I need to record this first. I don't really know how to tell you this. I hope you'll understand, but I know you might be angry. I thought about it for a long time, but in the end, I decided it was best for you not to know. So many things could have gone wrong, and there's really no telling how the Overseer will react when he finds out.
Oh, no, well,
It's best if he can blame everything on me.
that didn't work out.
Obviously, you already know that I'm gone. It was something I needed to do. You're an adult now. You're ready to be on your own.
Whoa.
Maybe someday things will change and we can see each other again. I can't tell you why I left or where I'm going. I don't want you to follow me.
Whoops.
God knows life in the vault isn't perfect, but at least you'll be safe. Just knowing that will be enough to keep me going.
Don't mean to rush you, Doc, but I'd feel better if we got this over with.
Okay, go ahead. Goodbye. I love you.
Goodbye, Dad!